Hey guys, we get a lot of questions about engineered hardwood floors, and I think there's a lot of confusion. So today, I want to focus on the different types and styles of engineered flooring, compare it to solid, talk about the pros and cons, and hopefully clear up some of the confusion. I think a lot of our clients confuse engineered with pre-finished or unfinished. They use the words engineered and pre-finished pretty much interchangeably, but really engineered construction refers to how the plank itself is actually constructed. So a lot of times you're going to see a plywood core, could be 3 layers of plywood, could be 11 or more, but usually it's a plywood core, and usually each sheet in that core is laid at a different direction. And then you also have the wear layer, which is on top. Those are the two main components of an engineered plank. An engineered plank can be unfinished like the one I'm holding, or it can be factory finished as well. But I do think a lot of our clients, when they say engineered, they're really referring to pre-finished versus unfinished. So I want to kind of clear that part up. In my opinion, engineered gets a negative reputation. And in fact, engineered floors are really superior to solid floors if it's a high quality product. The reason you see a negative reputation, or why engineered floors are negatively represented, is that they're mass produced in China, and quite frankly, the wear layer, most of the products out there, 90% of them, are rotary peeled, super thin wear layers like the one I'm holding, and these floors can never be resanded. Once they start to scratch or wear through, you essentially got to throw them away. Unfortunately, this is a very common product like the one I'm holding here. We see a lot of these in new construction today, and a lot of these clients are very frustrated. The home may only be 5 to 7 years old. They may have a dog or whatnot that scratched that floor, and they think that we can come out and refinish the floor when we simply can't. There's nothing to sand. If you take a look at this product and you look at the wear layer, there's really nothing to sand. We might be able to save it with a maintenance coat, but essentially these types of products, they don't last long. They last about as long as carpet. And once they fail and break down, you have to throw them away, which isn't good. So we at Kimminau Floors, we don't offer this as a solution. The reason these are so popular is the cost. You know, they're mass produced. You can probably have one of these products installed for around $6 or $7 a foot. But if you look at the long-term value of that, it just simply isn't there when you're having to throw it away in 7 years. What I'm holding here is an example of a quality engineered product. This is an unfinished piece manufactured by Tecton. You got multiple layers, as you can, multiple layers on the core, and then we have a sandable wear layer that's 4.5 millimeters thick. This particular product could be sanded at least 2 times, probably 3. It's an unfinished quarter sawn white oak. The biggest advantage to engineered is stability. So because of the way the core is constructed with the multiple layers running in different directions, this is an incredibly stable product. So as you get into basements or below grade, these are very popular. A lot of our clients are unaware that you can have an unfinished engineered floor installed in the basement, have it sanded and finished, it'll look exactly like the solid floor, you know, on your main floor. So this is a really cool product, very versatile. Can be sanded, stained any color, just like a normal floor. Can be sanded multiple times. And the nice thing is you won't have a bevel on the edges like a pre-finished floor will. We're really big fans of this. A lot of clients want to go with wide plank floors now, hickory, other species that maybe aren't as dimensionally stable. Well, if you can get them constructed with an engineered core, that'll add to the stability. We have other videos that talk about the humidity fluctuations in this town. So I'm a big fan of using engineered unfinished floor, unfinished products as soon as we start to get up anything wider than 5 inches because of the stability. That's a little bit about the construction and benefits of using an engineered product. Now I'm holding an engineered pre-finished floor. This particular product comes from Divine. It's a beautiful product. Once again, it has the multiple, I think this is an 11 ply core with a 4.5 millimeter wear layer. This is pre-finished, so it's finished in a factory. It's distressed. You can see, you can feel the wire brushing here, the texture. The one thing I do want to point out about the difference between, you know, something that's site finished versus factory finished is the bevel. So these two planks are put together here and you're going to see a micro bevel. So that's some of our clients don't mind that, some of them love it, but you need that bevel on a factory finished product. So this is an example of a very high quality factory finished engineered floor. I think most of you are aware of solid floors. They're solid all the way through. They're milled. Most solid floors have, a wear layer of about 6 millimeters, 1/4 inch. So it's pretty good sizable, pretty thick wear layer that can be sanded multiple times. Most solid floors, we tell clients, can be sanded usually at least 3 times, maybe 4 or 5 if it's done properly by a professional. This is unfinished, where we would install it raw, sand and finish it. This is pre-finished. Once again, just want to point out, both solid and engineered can come either unfinished or pre-finished. So I'd like to show a side-by-side comparison of the differences between an engineered product that cannot be refinished. This particular one has like it looks like 5 ply with a super thin 1 millimeter wear layer. There's literally nothing can be sanded off of here. And then I'm holding right next to it a quality product from Tecton with a 4.5 millimeter wear layer that you can see here with a 7 ply construction on the bottom. This total thickness is 5/8. This total thickness is 3/8. Can't be refinished at all. Could be refinished 2 to 3 times at least. So this is kind of a side-by-side comparison. This is what I feel gives engineered products a bad name. And I think most clients are just unaware that they can get something quality like this that can be sanded multiple times and last 50 years or more. The last thing I'd like to touch on is if you're really gonna consider something because of budget, going with a lower quality engineered product, and you understand like you cannot refinish it and that you're probably gonna have to scrap it in 7 to 10 years, I would recommend, instead of doing an engineered floor like this, I would just go to something like a luxury vinyl plank. This is probably the most popular commercial floor covering on the market. Well, it is the most popular commercial floor covering on the market right now. And the reason is it's very durable. It's gonna hold up to your dogs. It's gonna hold up to water. It cannot be refinished. As it breaks down or as it wears down or gets damaged or out of style, you're gonna have to throw it away. But it's the same thing you're gonna have to do with this floor. You might as well get the added durability and moisture protection from LVT, in my opinion, for about the same cost. So I think that's the reason why you're seeing this as such a popular product right now. It's very durable for the price. So in that terms, it's not renewable though. So we're a hardwood flooring company, and one of the biggest benefits to hardwood floors is the fact that you can renew them and they can last 50 to 100 years if they're taken care of properly. It just makes no sense to go with something like this for the same price. So just thought I'd point that out. Hopefully this has been beneficial to you. You've learned a little bit about the construction of engineered floors and comparing them to solid, some of the pros and cons. Obviously, not all engineered floors are cheap. We're big fans of quality constructed engineered floors. All of our products that we provide have to meet a certain criteria. They must have at least a 4 millimeter wear layer, something that can be sanded at a minimum of 2 to 3 times. We don't see any point in putting in anything less than that cannot be refinished. And we're really big fans because of the stability, the core, the construction. The humidity fluctuations in this market are pretty dramatic and they cause floors to expand and contract. So anytime we can take that frustration away from our clients and give them something that's more dimensionally stable, we like to do that. I appreciate you tuning in, watching this video today. Hopefully it was beneficial. Hopefully I've cleared up some of the confusion. Please leave us some questions or comments below. And thanks again for watching.